Zelensky allegedly made a video next to the steel there's a column next to Kupyansk. Many thought it was a fake video. Is that a fake? He's an artist and a talented one to boot, so there's nothing surprising about that.
On December 19th, Russian President Vladimir Putin was asked about Volodymyr Zelensky's video message recorded at the entrance sign to Kupyansk, a city Russia claims its forces have captured. Russian officials and state-aligned media allege that Zelensky's Kupyansk video was fake, arguing that the address filmed at the city's entrance was staged and does not reflect who actually controls the area. Zelensky made the video public on December 12th, releasing it just as Moscow was asserting that Russian troops had taken Kupyansk, in what Kyiv presented as proof of a frontline presidential visit. Responding to a question about the clip, Putin derided his Ukrainian counterpart as an artist and talented actor, suggesting the video was more performance than evidence of real Ukrainian control on the ground.
I would like to ask you, just a week ago, Zelensky allegedly made a video next to the steel there's a column next to Kupyansk. Many thought it was a fake video. Is that a fake? How Zelensky decided to publish that at such an important, crucial moment? Well, I'm not following that, but, following what he's doing. But he's an artist and a talented one to boot, so there's nothing surprising about that. They're saying that this obelisk looks completely different from what it used to, but be that as it may, this obelisk is 1 kilometer or so from the city. Well, why stay at the threshold? Do come in. If Kupyansk is under their control, why not go in the city itself? And there were some women bloggers, they managed to get by. Luckily, nothing happened to them, because, the sky is swarming like with flies, but not with flies, with UAVs, and there are UAVs both from the Ukrainian side, from the Russian side. It's impossible to approach that settlement so easily. A time will come once our soldiers have completed the elimination of the group of forces of Ukraine that is encircled in the east part, and then they will turn and go westward.
It will be very soon. This is just the question of time, if there are no other problems. As for other fake stuff or attempts at any cost to return the lost positions as it is done now, and I would like to underline that it is done at any cost. The adversary has no success. The problem is that as a result of active and effective actions of our armed forces, the adversary has suffered really serious losses of strategic reserves, and they have almost nothing left. This is a meaningful component, and this should give an impetus to the Kyiv regime to solve all the disputes and to end this conflict peacefully. They almost have no reserves.
Independent fact-checkers note that while the location can be geolocated to the Kupyansk entrance area, the exact date when Zelensky's video was filmed cannot be independently verified from the footage alone. Earlier, Russia's foreign ministry accused Zelensky of trying to pass off wishful thinking as reality, claiming his Kupyansk appearance was part of an information campaign to deny Russian gains.
On December 12th, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky once again demonstrated his propensity for prolonging hostilities at the expense of Ukrainian lives. This time, he allegedly boasted about a stele at the entrance to Kupyansk. Let me remind you that Kupyansk was liberated by Russian troops on November 20th. What did Zelensky say about this? He said, "Today it is extremely important to achieve results on the front line so that, according to Zelensky, Ukraine can achieve results in diplomacy." For the sake of spectacular video footage, which was supposed to demonstrate some kind of military, let's put this in quotation marks, of course, successes of the AFU, the Kyiv regime leader has thrown another reserve into a senseless, monstrous battle in the Kupyansk direction in recent days. Kyiv's attempts to make some kind of breakthrough, which were doomed to failure from the outset, were repelled, and the enemy suffered huge losses in equipment and manpower. What was it all for? Only for the sake of the criminal vanity of the leader of the Kyiv junta. The liberated Kupyansk was and remains under the control of the Russian armed forces. It is noteworthy that they are still trying to continue, as it were, to insist on their own through these information tricks. Now there are images of two female AFU soldiers who wanted to repeat Zelensky's heroic selfies near the above-mentioned stele at the entrance to Kupyansk, but it was problematic to take the photo, because this place is under constant fire control of our fighters. Such circumstances confirm that this was another staged action by the Bankova street. For what purpose? To make dust in the eyes of their sponsors, to pass off wishful thinking as reality. What is important? It is of fundamental importance. The same story was in Krasnoarmeysk. The same thing happened in Krasnoarmeysk with these photos and stories about information leaks. I'm not lying to you. Remember, it's all the same. The conclusion, which you can write down, is that when Zelensky is photographed in front of steles or signs bearing the names of settlements, the AFU should know this first and foremost. It means that these settlements will come under the control of the Russian armed forces. But I can't help but mention that this stele in Kupyansk, where Zelensky took a selfie, is located about a mile from the cemetery. So he is closer to the cemetery than to Kupyansk itself.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.